The Shennanigoonz got to try Project L. Live and in color in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada for EVO 2023, we were invited to the Red Bull pin drop event to play Project L. I'm literally gushing. We all had a blast. Even Light Arrow, who doesn't even like League of Legends, had a great time and actually adored the game. That's how you know it's going to be good. There's so much to break down here. Let me give you a breakdown of what the Shennanigoonz thought about Project L. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you guys about my story, about how I've met a pretty famous League player. Yo, it was so sick. Oh my gosh. For those who don't know, myself, Light Arrow, ZYZX_Zy6, we were all invited cordially to the Las Vegas Red Bull Project L pin drop event. Basically, it was a private setting for a bunch of content creators and such to come play Project L. So they had it at the Esports Arena. If you've never been, it's this really sick first floor, second floor Esports Arena with like LAN setups and consoles. They have a big stage in front where they have this giant main screen projector. And then they can also have little setups where you can see right in front of each person on the stage. So basically the way it goes, and actually I have some pictures that I can use of for myself, right? So there's the first floor at the bottom with all of the stuff, bro. So here you can see, here's me recording, going up the stairs to the second floor. Here you can see the big screen at the top. So we're on the second floor. This is where we got invited to play Project L. There's Idom playing, fiending. But yeah, so we go up the stairs to the second floor. Here's what I'm talking about. There's the guy right there in the center. It's the guy that checks us in. They check you in. Like, here, you on the list. It was kind of cool. It was a little cool gamer moment. Yeah, I'm on the list. I heart justice. So you see packed. You can see Yahoozy over there. There's Apology Man right there. And yeah, they had sticks and they had arcade pads there too as well. So like whatever your preference was, you could play. Yeah, the game, the presentation is just so nice. I'm not gonna lie. We were not prepared for how much fun we were gonna have. Yeah, it was Dive versus Javi. Yeah, I was on the other team. So I'm gonna keep it real. The event was fantastic. There was a lot of very important people there, right? A lot of FGC people. Tasty Steve, Say Jam, Yipes, the iPhone, Yahoozy, Apology Man, everyone else. Very important people. It was awesome. It was just a really fun time. Like, I'm not gonna lie. They took care of us and we played for hours. I'm not joking, chat. We sat down, we got there. The event started at about, I wanna say like 8:30, like that. We got there, we sat down. We did not leave till about 11:30 and the event ended at 1. And we were playing the entire time. Like, the game is so fun. The game is so fun. Like, the presentation is just so nice. It just plays very well. Yeah, there was only 4 characters and we were having the time of our lives. Unironically, there was only 4 characters and it didn't matter. We were in it. And this is all like, you know, subject to change and shit, right? Seeing it in person was just like right in front of you. It's just such a fun feeling. We started skipping the intros. That's how you know we were serious. We're like, yo, we need to get in the game. We need to get in the game. So we played singles, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the most fun, and I hope it's the tournament standard, is doubles. Playing with 2 people is such a fun feeling. It literally feels like the fun of Smash doubles, which I adore, but like the comfort of a tag fighting game. It's very addicting, very addicting. I mean, all the characters felt great. Darius is, I think, very well tuned. Did big damage. His normals just felt good. Big meaty buttons. Arya was a little more technical, but she had a lot going on. A lot of charm, a lot of flair. And then Yasuo was sick. We all enjoyed the Virgil function. And then Echo was just really technical. I wish I had more time with Echo. But Echo, you can tell, like, you need to put the character in the lab a bit. We used all of the fuses. They were all really fun. The double assist one was particularly good with Yasuo. You just get these 2 swipes that are really cool. The handshake one is definitely, like, I think the most technical, where you're just constantly tagging into 1 and 2 player. And it's really funny because, like, you know, when you're playing doubles, your teammate has to burst for you. They're the ones that have to save you. And they also have to, like, you call your assist and then they have to tag you in, right? So there's a lot of, like, responsibility on the partner. You can't just be mindless on that, you know, asleep at the wheel. So I constantly would bug Lee. I'm like, Lee, tag me in. Lee, I'm dying. Lee, I'm dying. Lee, I'm dead. So because I was salty, he'd be like, Javi, I'm dying. Burst. I'm like, you got it. And then I wouldn't burst. Javi, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, I would burst when he was miles away and no danger. Basically put him in minus frames. Fuck that. It was so silly. But the game was super fun. The games just flew by. Absolutely flew by. Right now, I mean, if I had to give any feedback, and I will take the survey later, it just feels like meter was a little hard to get. And it was just really fun to use it when you had supers. But the doubles is where I want the game to shine. I hope they push doubles because that's the most fun. Yeah, you have 2 people. Yeah, you can't just rely on yourself. But I think that's a part of fighting games that isn't as explored. You know, Smash has their doubles brackets, but they're not as celebrated as like a main, bracket. The singles is where most of the notoriety is and such. But honestly, I think this game could do it. I think it can make doubles, something in the main stage, on main stage. The game feels great. The movement is sick. There's wave dashing. Their normals felt good to hit. We ended up playing doubles basically the whole night. At one point, my manager hit me up. He tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, hey, Javi, I got some people for you to meet. Do you have a second? And so I stood up and I immediately, my back was in pain. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I hurt so much? I had apparently been sitting there for 3 hours. I didn't even feel it. And then I talked to some people. I came back. So that was my Friday. The Project L experience was fucking sick, amazing. So I come back and I play some more. But then the media or like someone in the staff was like, hey, do you mind if we commandeer this setup? I'm like, all right, well, I mean, that's kind of it. Fun's over. I guess we'll go. I guess we'll leave. And then I was like, I wonder who has to play. And there's this guy just talking to the staff, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that must be the guy who's going to play. So all that came out is I put my hand on his shoulder and I was like, hey, man, you should pick Darius. Darius is really cheap. And it was kind of just like, it was just a passing comment. And then I walked away. Turns out that guy was C9 Sneaky. I don't know if you guys have heard of that guy, but he's apparently a very proficient League player. I am totally joking. I know who Sneaky is. It was very, very funny. It was very, very funny. Yes, I tapped Sneaky on the shoulder and I told him to pick Darius because Darius is cheap. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, and I had the cosplayer. Yeah, Sneaky, the League player, cosplayer, NA's finest. I got to meet Sneaky. I would love to meet them in a much more formal, professional way in the future. But for now, they just kicked me off the setup, and that's my only memory of them. And they probably won't remember. But it was still a funny moment. Thank you guys so much. Just wanted to talk about my League experience. That was pretty much it. I had a great time. It was really, really, really fun. And I'm looking forward to Project L. Please look forward to more Project L content on the channel. I'm an avid League player. I actually really love League, so I'm excited to see these League characters in a genre where I smash, because I fuck with fighting games. I'm okay at League. I'm like Plat something, but I fuck with fighting, so I'm really excited. And that being said, we'll leave it at that. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifs. Because Project L's coming, and I'm gonna be playing it. I will be making content. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be competitive. I can't wait for it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
Hold it! I just want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. That's right, I do have a Patreon. And if you want to support the House of Justice and all of the House of Justice endeavors, as well as the people behind the scenes, editors, artists, please consider supporting through the Patreon. Thank you guys so much. Without further ado, here's the rest of the outro. Take that!